Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blackblade and welcome back to vlog number 21 of our Shadow Dual Claw build. Now before I start, I would like to apologize. I know it's been like, what, one and a half weeks since the last video that I made. I do apologize, it's just that work starts to come up and down. It's mostly up now since we are closing to the holidays and I really want to earn that fucking money, you know, if you know what I mean. Alright, so that aside, so I was thinking the other day that I should make a Shadow Dual Claw build which doesn't have any uniques. Yes, you've heard me right. It's a build that doesn't revolve around using any uniques at all. Now, the reason that I thought about doing this is to help some people out there who are struggling with their Shadow Dual Claw build, in order for them to be able to succeed more, you know, in the overall build that they are doing. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. The first thing that we're going to be discussing is the Ascendancy class. We are going to be taking the assassin for this build, taking of course Noxious Strike and then Toxic Delivery. Now, why these two and why these route? Simply because of the fact that if you are guys starting with the game, you don't necessarily have access to you know, crit chance. A good crit build. So going with Toxic Delivery and Noxious Strike will be a good option because you will be dealing a substantial amount of damage even without the crit part of the build. But then of course I did make the build so that when you do get those crit gear, your build is already ready for that. So yeah, the next thing that we will be taking will be the Unstable Infusion. Of course, when you get into the labyrinths, you know, further into the game, the next thing that you will be getting will be the Deadly Infusion, which will further increase your crit multiplier per power charge that you have. Alright then, first we've gotten all of the physical damage and chaos damage nodes over here, ending with coordination. You can go over here and take the attack speed route instead, but then we're going to be going with a hybrid of DOT and then crit build. So yeah, getting the physical damage will be a better idea. Of course, we've gotten the coordination, blood siphon, trickery, and then the assassination. This part of the skill tree above here will be the last thing that you'd get once you get all of your crit based gear. And then we went down over here to take the entropy again to further increase our DOT. We did take the sleight of hand over here. Again, I've noticed some of you guys are saying that it doesn't really affect a dual strike sort of build, but it does affect it simply because of the fact that we are using one-handed weapon for each. Technically using one-handed weapon, you know, for each hand. So yeah, it does get that that bonus from the, you know, one-handed weapon melee skill nodes. And then we've gotten the Will of the Blades over here, Fangs of the Viper, the Nullification for some life, and then the Blood Drinker. And then we've gotten the claw damage nodes over here, ending with Soul Raker and the claws of Magpie. I do suggest that you guys don't go down over here because you'll only be getting 6% physical damage and additional 4% attack speed. Whilst going up here, you get 15% increased damage multiplied by 3. So yeah, that's going to be much more better path. Simply because, you know, we are going with a damage over time build. More physical damage, the more DOT that our build will be doing. And of course, the 10% increased life leech per second will be awesome too. And then we went down over here to take some poison damage. Again, ending with Fatal Toxins because we have our Noxious Strike over here. We just want to, you know, append our poison damage some more. And then we went down over here to take some crit chances, ending with Heartseeker. We've gotten some Jewel Socket over here. Please ignore the trap damage because I wanted to really get the 5% maximum life, and then the 14% increased melee critical strike multiplier. So yeah, what you're looking for is life. That's number 1, life, and then anything to do with claws, attack speed, damage, physical damage. You know, name it. Anything to do with claws will be good, and then of course. The crit chances and crit multipliers will also be good. Will also be best. Again, if you're having a little bit of trouble when it comes to min-maxing your life and then resistance, this is also a good place for you guys to min-max your resistance as well. And then we went down over here to take some frenzy charge. Again, passing through the evasion per frenzy charge because we are going to be getting the iron reflexes over here. And in the future, I'm going to get the savagery over here, and then the frantic over here to get that maximum of 6 to our frenzy charges. That will further increase our armor, of course. And then we've got the herbalism over here, aspect of the panther, finesse, heart of the oak, and then all of the evasion and life notes over here. And then with some more evasion and life over here from the ranger skill tree. We went down over here to take the twin terrors again to further increase our crit chance because we are dual wielding. We did take all of the life notes over here, and then with thick skin, we went up to get some claw damage over here. We get a 12% over there. We get a crit chance, 25% crit chance over here for our claws, and then on the daily tante we get the 24% increased physical damage with our claws. And then we went down over here to take some more DOT, skill effect duration over there, and then dirty techniques, and then some more physical damage over time. Again, we did take the iron reflex over here to further increase our armor, and of course we're going to be using grace as well in order to further bump up our armor into around 10k. Oops, sorry. And then we did take the Golem's Blood here again for some life. We did take another jewel socket over here. We have a 50% physical damage over there. An 11% increased damage over time will also be good. Again, I forgot to mention that a while ago. And then we have a 14% increased physical damage with claw and an 11% increased stun and block recovery. But I would have wanted to roll that stun and block recovery for life instead. If you could get that combo, go ahead and do so. And we went up to take the Dervish, Art of the Gladiator, Bravery, Master of Arena over here, and then finally ending up by taking more armor evasion and then life nodes. Now I am shooting for a 5k life here, so that's why I was getting as much life as we can throughout the skill tree. Of course, there are some more life nodes over here if you guys could spend some points into going to that route. But for me, that's a little bit far in my opinion. All right, so let's get into the gear. What you're looking for in a claw is a claw which has a DPS of above 200. It's a bit expensive now, or wait, I haven't actually seen one recently, but yeah, I kind of estimate it to be a little bit expensive, so be prepared to buy it. For some currency, I should say. So yeah, and then what you're looking for is some attack speed and then crit chance. Now I did roll a critical strike multiplier over here simply because of the fact that the crit chance that I have is already above 50%. It's at 59.89%, and I'm already satisfied with a crit chance above 50%. Some people would argue that you need more. If you need more, then go ahead and just roll a crit chance over there instead of a global critical strike multiplier. And yeah, and for your offhand, what you're looking for is a really huge attack speed, and then something similar to this one. As you can see, it's not pretty impressive. It only has a 172 max DPS over there. But then we get but then I decided to roll an additional 24% global critical strike multiplier just to be able to reach the 300 threshold when it comes to the crit chance multiplier. Now, for your gloves, what you're looking for, if you could roll an attack speed, that would be awesome. Life and then resist, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you can, maximize your life into reaching that 5k mark in order for you guys to be able to, survive mid to a little bit high level map. So yeah, that's what you're trying to shoot for. For the belt, nothing really special, just life and resist. Get that resistances maxed out and your life as high as possible. For boots, it doesn't even have a movement speed, but it does have a huge roll of life, of life, yes, and then fire, and then cold, and then lightning resistances over there. For a ring, anything will do just as long as it has life again and resistances. If you have maxed out your life, then go ahead and use some uniques if you want to. If you have that one unique that you really wanted to use, go ahead and use that one. Else, just go with the safest route is always life and resist. My other ring is it's just life and resist. It's not really anything special. For amulet, I highly suggest that you guys use an onyx amulet with several rolls up there that you could could add to all of your attributes. Now some people would argue that some other amulet will be better, but then that is their preference. My preference is I really hate to spend points into getting an additional 30 strength or an an additional 30 intelligence over here. If I can, I would love to get that on my gear instead of just getting it on the skill tree. But then it's also debatable. You know, some people would debate that this amulet is better because it has some unique properties in it, which also technically can be good sometimes. So that spending points in, you know, some additional strength or additional attributes in the skill tree is, you know, it will offset the benefits that you would get from your amulet, which is also okay. So yeah, it will really, you know, depend on your playstyle or on your preference. For the armor, you know, any armor will do. High life, you know, high resistance. I chose high life and high resistance for this one, and finally, you know, just high life and then high resistance for this one. Now, for what's going to be connected to our dual strike, you can choose Reeve if you want to. I've seen people choose Reeve in some of their builds. That could be an option too. But I've grown accustomed to dual strike, so yeah, that's why I'm going to be using that one or this skill gem attached to multi-strike, faster attacks, melee physical damage, melee splash, and then increased critical strikes over there. You can swap the physical damage with fortify if you want the perma fortify on your build, but then that's going to decrease the DPS quite a bit. As you can see, from 48k, that's going to go down to 34k, and I kind of don't want that. So yeah, I'd rather go in with whirling blades, have that fortify up, and then, you know, have the full damage of the dual strike instead. And then we have Enduring Cry over here, and then we have Grace, and then Herald of Ash. Now, I did try the Determination aura for the armor, but then I was having much more armor with Grace, thanks of course to our Iron Reflexes. So yeah, that's going to be good. Else, if you want really more damage, you can go with Hatred instead. That's going to really bump up your DPS by a lot. So yeah, it will all depend on your playstyle, whether you want to go a little bit of defensive and then, you know, just go in the middle, a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense, or if you want to go full offense, you know, it will be entirely up to you. And then the typical combination of CWDT, Molten Shell, increased duration, and Immortal Call. Again, this has saved my life so many times. That's why I kind of find it hard to or difficult to part ways with this sort of setup, because it's just really, really good when it comes to defensively speaking. And then again, we have Whirling Blades, faster attacks, and then Fortify over there. And then we have CWDT, and then Vulnerability for Curse attached to Blood Rage. And then finally, we have Minion Life Support attached to Golem, which has a Blind Support gem over there, which, you know, kind of works a little bit. It's kind of meh. And then he's doing a little bit of Life Leech for himself. Yeah, but then again, this is going to be your utility part of the build. You know, anything that you think that would benefit your build more, this is the part where you could put all of those, you know, beautiful skill gems. Alright, and then again, our dual strike is doing 48k when it comes to its DPS. That will increase, of course, once we get all of our power charges up. The critical strike chance is at 59.89% with a critical strike multiplier at 320%, 323%, respectively, both of the, you know, left and right main hand and offhand weapon. Our armor is pretty good at 10.2k with an estimated physical damage reduction of 45%. All of our resistances are capped. Alright, then, so the map that we will be doing is a Bazaar map. It's a map tier 11 map, so that you guys have a little bit of an idea on how the build actually works. Alright, then, here we go. Alright, and then here we go. So as far as map goes, the highest that I was able to do is only this map. It's a level or a map tier 11 map. Tier 11 map. What am I fucking saying? This will be good as a stepping stone for you guys if you guys are still farming for, you know, currencies in order to buy some unique items like that new unique claw, which is, what was it? I think it was the rake or something. Yeah, that would be good, if you guys could get it. Of course, Maligar's Virtuosity and then Rat's Nest. Basically, that's it. Anything beyond that, you could add and personalize yourself. By the way, I forgot to include the DPS. So let's kill some more monsters and see where we could go. All of our frenzy charges are up. We have one power charge. It's already at 60k. So let's get into killing some more monsters and get that one up. Two power charges up. Still missing one more. Alright. As you can see, it bumped into 65k. If we pop in our sulfur flask, it goes into around 70k, which is already good, 70k is not a laughing matter when it comes to DPS, especially on a dual claw build. It's pretty hard to literally get your DPS that high. Without having any uniques, and for me, I think it's already fine. It's not that great, of course. Once you get all of your currencies, I suggest that you of course get Maligar's Virtuosity, Rat's Nest, and then those two unique claws, which are new unique claws, which were I think the Rake. I forgot the name. Was it the Rake? Yeah, but they were actually or definitely unique. Alright, then I guess so. This is the boss. We've only been here about 2 minutes, so let's get into killing some more mobs first before we get into the video, because some mana problems there, as you can see. So it would be good if you have a little bit of mana regeneration, probably from the skill tree, or either from the skill tree, or from anything else, from your gear, some mana leech like that. Boy, this map doesn't have... have we encountered some magic monsters yet? I believe not. So yeah, I'm gonna go look for some magic monsters first before we kill the damn thing. Maybe some elites or yeah, some champion packs. Is it champion packs or elites? I forgot what it's called. Anyway, here we go. Alright, let's look for some... No, not you guys. Not you guys. Where? I'm looking for some... What? Seriously? Not even one? You're not giving me one. Oh god, you're not gonna give me one? Alright, so apparently there's none. I don't know why. I mean, the map is kind of good, I guess. But it doesn't have that... more unique monsters or whatever. Alright, so here we go. Some magic monsters over here, which will be good, I guess. Alright, then here we go. Alright, last monster's up. Let's resummon our golem and let's go ahead and kill the boss. Oh, what the fuck? Some desync over there. Jesus Christ, I'm still having desync. I upgraded my my line into fiber because I was using copper way back. A while back, I should say. And I shouldn't be getting this. I shouldn't be getting a huge MS debuff. Alright, here we go. The main boss. We're doing good so far. Alright, the other boss is up. There will be 3, I think. Alright, the second boss is down. Where's the other boss? Where's the other boss? Or is he dead? Alright, he's dead. Hold on, let's just clean up all the rooms over here. We did not get any uniques so far, or so sad. Alright, no uniques. Hold on. Let's just finish all of the monsters over here. Then we're gonna end the video. One more over here. And then there's one more dog over here. Or at least 2 dogs. There's one more over here, I know it. Alright, here we go. Alright, alright then, that's about it for this episode, guys. Again, let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on our next part of my video. Have a good one. Here we go. No, wait, shit. I forgot that there's a part of the map which we are cursed with elemental.